Poloma had captured countless moments of absurdity on camera. There was her distinguished father, holding court at the dinner table with his lofty speeches, while beneath it, he'd secretly slipped off his shoes and was doing something rather undignified with his feet. Then there was a guest sampling her mother's cooking, a dish that had been prepared without salt and tasted about as flavorful as tap water. When no one was looking, he quietly dropped that delicious morsel under the table for the cat. But when her mother asked how it was, he couldn't heap enough praise on it, going on about how tender and succulent the meat was. And then there was another guest who, eager to show off his intellectual prowess, launched into a comparison of chess and Go. He declared with absolute certainty that Go was a brilliant Japanese invention and was basically the same as chess. Poloma couldn't stand this kind of ignorant, self-important nonsense. But what could an 11-year-old girl do? She couldn't very well embarrass an honored guest in front of everyone. Her father's face turned purple with rage. He scolded Poloma harshly and sent her to her room to think about what she'd done. In that moment, Poloma was more convinced than ever that this world was utterly meaningless. That is, until the day she actually witnessed death. Mr. Arthens in the building had died suddenly of a heart attack. The adults were terrified, treating death like some kind of plague. In all the chaos, no one noticed that the concierge's cat had slipped out. Everyone was too preoccupied, so naturally, Poloma, who had nothing better to do apparently, was sent to look after it. This gave her a chance to step inside the concierge's quarters, a place the wealthy residents regarded as little more than a utility closet. By all expectations, Mrs. Renee's home should have been filled with shabby furniture, the smell of stale stew, and a blaring television. But what Poloma saw stopped her in her tracks. The place was spotless and perfectly organized. There were no leftover scraps on the table, just an elegant tea set and a half-eaten bar of dark chocolate. What truly shocked Poloma, though, was the book lying on the table, In Praise of Shadows, an essay on aesthetics by the Japanese writer Junichiro Tanizaki. Poloma recognized it immediately. This was a philosophical work exploring Eastern aesthetics and the beauty found in darkness, hardly light reading, and certainly not something you'd expect to find in the home of some lowly concierge. In that moment, Poloma realized that the unassuming Mrs. Renee might be something else entirely.